Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Live Chat with James here at the ProPix TV studios in Vancouver, British Columbia. Today we're going to actually take a look at building passive income with photography and videography. We'll take a comprehensive analysis of this ability for photographers and videographers to make money while putting very little effort into it as an ongoing platform. Now, passive income represents a powerful financial strategy. This is enabling individuals to generate earnings from minimal ongoing effort. This model is particularly advantageous for photographers and videographers, allowing them to leverage their existing portfolio of work and creative skills to establish revenue streams that do not necessitate constant active engagement. For professionals in the visual arts, passive income offers numerous benefits, including the ability to supplement their active project-based income, build long-term financial security by saving for the future, and create a more resilient business by diversifying income sources against inherent fluctuations of the media industry. Many creatives, often focused on the demands of client work and active assignments, may inadvertently overlook the significant potential for earnings that lies dormant within their hard drives and archives. Passive income strategies provide a mechanism to transform these underutilized assets into consistent income generators, thereby maximizing the return on the initial investment of time and resources in their creation. The landscape of passive income opportunities for visual creators in both diverse and continuously evolving worlds. This report will explore several key avenues, including well-established markets for stock photography and videography, the increasingly significant potential of selling prints and digital products, the value of sharing expertise through creating educational content, and the benefits of affiliate marketing, and the burgeoning field of licensing media for artificial intelligence training. These income streams can be pursued independently or, more effectively, in combination to construct a robust and sustainable passive income portfolio. Understanding the breadth of these opportunities is the foundational first step for photographers and videographers seeking to develop a comprehensive and forward-thinking financial strategy in the digital age. To provide a tangible and practical illustration of these concepts, this report will feature ProPix Canada Media Limited, a dynamic Canadian media company, as a real-world example of successful passive income generation. Based in Metro Vancouver, British Columbia, ProPix Canada Media has established an extensive stock library and has also strategically diversified its operations to include AI consulting and training. Their business model serves as a compelling and relatable case study demonstrating the practical application and the potential scale of passive income generation within the contemporary media industry. By examining their approach, this report aims to move the discussion from the theoretical possibilities to the realm of actual successful business practices. Now let's take a look at ProPix Canada Media Limited, a case study in media asset value. And just in full disclosure, I do own and am the founder and president of ProPix Canada Media, so therefore I do have information and data that may not be available to the public with relations to the corporation. Now, ProPix Canada Media stands as a notable example of a contemporary media company that has effectively leveraged its assets and expertise to create multiple revenue streams. Established in Vancouver, British Columbia, this Canadian company provides a comprehensive suite of media services to a global clientele encompassing both media and corporate sectors. The core offerings include full-service photography and video production, catering to a wide range of creative needs from concept to final delivery. Beyond these traditional production services, ProPix Canada has strategically expanded its capabilities to include AI consulting and training, as well as social media management, demonstrating an understanding of the shifting demands of the modern media landscape. This diversification beyond conventional media production highlights a proactive approach to long-term sustainability and the identification of emerging market opportunities. A significant component of ProPix Canada Media Limited's business is their extensive original stock photo and video library, which comprises a substantial collection of 500,000 files. This digital library is not merely a repository of images and videos, it also includes associated data sets, a crucial element in the evolving field of AI. Recognizing the value of these data sets, ProPix Canada Media has successfully licensed them through various leading platforms, tapping into new and growing market segments. The existence of such a large and well-maintained digital library underscores the potential for significant passive income generation through licensing. Furthermore, the inclusion of associated datasets demonstrates a forward-thinking approach to asset management, acknowledging the increasing importance of metadata in the context of AI development. To maximize the reach and earning potential of their extensive digital library, ProPix Canada Media has established strategic distribution partnerships with a multitude of leading stock media platforms. These platforms include industry giants such as Getty Images, Shutterstock, Pond5, iStock, Stringer, Stringer Hub, 123RF, and Wirestock, among others. By making their content available through these well-established channels, ProPix Canada Media gains access to a global market of potential licensees, ranging from individual creatives to large corporations. These partnerships are crucial for effective distribution and monetization as they leverage the existing infrastructure and audience of these platforms. Rather than investing heavily in building their own distribution network, ProPix Canada Media strategically aligns with established players to tap into a vast pool of potential buyers, with minimal upfront investment in marketing and infrastructure. The breadth of these partnerships, as illustrated in the table that we will discuss, and infrastructure, highlights the company's comprehensive approach to passive income generation through their media assets. Now, as we look at the distribution partner, we'll talk about what type of platform they are. Now, we'll start with Getty Images, and they handle stock image and video, both creative and editorial, as does Shutterstock with image and video. Pond5 is stock image and video. iStock, image and video. Stringer, freelance video platform. Stringer's Hub, also a freelance media platform. 123RF, stock image and video. And Wirestock, stock image and video. Others are of various platforms and different types of distribution of content, but several of these also handle the AI data sets. Now, when we look at the opportunities and trends of the current market for stock images and video, that represents a significant sector within the broader media industry, offering substantial opportunities for photographers to generate passive income. In 2024, a global stock image market was valued at approximately $6.3 billion to $6.8 billion. Projections for the future indicate a growth trajectory, with the market expected to reach between US dollars 9.71 billion and 12.6 billion by 2032 or 2033, demonstrating a compound annual growth rate of about 6 to 7.8%. This consistent expansion is primarily driven by the ever-increasing demand for visual content across various digital platforms, including social media, online advertising, and e-commerce websites. This sustained growth signifies a stable and expanding market for stock images, making it potentially reliable component of a passive income strategy for photographers. The stock image market is characterized by the presence of several key platforms that dominate the industry. These include well-known names such as Shutterstock, Adobe Stock, Getty Images, iStock by Getty Images, Dreamtime, Alamy, Canva, 123RF, and Stocksy United. While a few major players hold a significant share of the market, there are also numerous niche platforms that cater to more specific photographic styles and content needs. Photographers interested in pursuing passive income through stock photography should conduct thorough research on these various platforms to identify the ones that best align with their individual photographic style, content portfolio, and of course, income objectives. Diversifying across multiple platforms can often lead to greater overall exposure and increased earnings potential. Now, pricing models within stock image market are diverse and depend on several factors. These include the specific licensing terms granted to the buyers, such as royalty-free, which means they are allowed to have multiple uses without additional fees, and rights management, which also typically restricts the usage based on factors like duration, territory, and media. Image resolution and file size also play a role in pricing, with higher resolution images generally commanding higher prices. Exclusivity agreements, where a photographer agrees to sell their content only through a single platform, can sometimes result in higher royalty rates or more flexible pricing options. Additionally, many platforms offer subscription-based models, which often provide buyers with lower per image costs, but can also translate into lower per sale earnings for contributors, although potentially driving a higher overall sales volume. Understanding these various pricing models is crucial for photographers to set realistic income expectations and to strategically tailor their content submission strategies to maximize their earnings. Current demand drivers in the stock image market are largely influenced by the increasing reliance on visual content for digital and social media marketing, the continued expansion of the e-commerce industry, and a growing demand for imagery that is perceived as authentic and representative of diverse perspectives. Current trends indicate a particular need for lifestyle images depicting everyday life, photographs of modern work environments, and candid, unposed moments between people. To create stock images that are commercially successful, photographers should stay informed about these evolving trends and the specific needs of potential buyers. Focusing on high-demand themes such as travel, nature, and food photography can also prove to be particularly lucrative within the stock image market. By proactively researching trending topics and understanding the visual language that resonates across different industries, photographers can strategically create content that meets existing market demand, thereby significantly increasing their chances of generating consistent passive income. Similarly, the stock video market presents a growing avenue for videographers to earn passive income by licensing their footage. In 2024, the global stock video market was valued at approximately $5.13 billion to $5.57 billion US. Projections for the next decade indicate substantial growth, with the market anticipated to reach between $9.11 billion and $9.98 billion US by 2032 or 2033. And that reflects a CAGR ranging from around 5.94% to a more optimistic 15.6%. This significant growth is primarily fueled by the increasing consumption of online video content across various platforms and the diverse industries. The higher projected CAGR in some reports compared to stock images suggests a potentially faster growth trajectory for stock video, making it an increasingly attractive area for videographers seeking to establish passive income streams. Videographers have access to a range of platforms for licensing their stock footage, many which overlap those used for stock images. These include the major players such as Shutterstock, Adobe Stock, Getty Images, and Pond5. Additionally, there are specialized platforms that focus specifically on higher quality or more cinematic footage, such as ArtGrid, Storyblocks, and Envato Elements. The emergence of platforms like ArtGrid, which emphasizes cinematic style footage, indicates a growing demand for higher production values within the stock video market, potentially offering better earning opportunities for skilled videographers who can produce such content. The pricing models in the stock video market are generally similar to those in the stock image market, encompassing subscriptions that offer a certain number of downloads per month, prepaid video packs, and the option to purchase individual video clips. The resolution of the video footage, typically ranging from standard definition to high definition and ultra high definition 4K, is a significant factor in determining the price, with higher resolutions, of course, commanding higher fees, particularly for individual purchases. Subscription models are also prevalent in the stock video market, often providing a more cost-effective solution for users who require a high volume of video content on a regular basis. The current demand drivers for stock video are strongly linked to the overall surge in online video consumption across the internet, the increasing adoption of video as a powerful tool in marketing and advertising, continuous technological advances in video production and editing capabilities, and a growing preference among consumers and businesses for video content that is perceived as authentic and representative of diverse experiences. Notably, the demand for video vertical formats has been steadily increasing, reflecting the dominant use of mobile devices for content consumption and the popularity of platforms like TikTok and Instagram Reels. This trend presents a significant and specific opportunity for videographers who can adapt their production workflows to create engaging, high-quality vertical video content tailored to these platforms. Comparing the stock image and stock video markets reveals several key similarities and differences. Both markets are experiencing growth driven by the fundamental and increasing need for visual content in the digital age. However, stock video often commands higher prices per license compared to stock images, primarily due to the typically higher production costs and the generally perceived greater value of video content. While both markets offer viable passive income opportunities for visual creators, the stock video market may present a slightly higher overall growth potential in the coming years, reflecting the continued and rapid expansion of video consumption across online platforms. This suggests that videographers who are able to produce high-quality stock video, particularly in formats and styles that align with current market trends such as high resolution and vertical orientation, may find greater earning potential in this segment compared to the stock image market. Now, when you're licensing media for AI training datasets, that can unlock new revenue as well. A significant and rapidly evolving opportunity for photographers and videographers to generate passive income lies in the licensing of their existing media for use in training artificial intelligence datasets. The development of sophisticated AI models requires vast quantities of data, including both images and videos, to enable these models to learn, adapt, and improve their performance across a wide range of applications. Recognizing the critical need for this data, companies involved in AI development are increasingly seeking to legally license it from content owners. This approach helps to mitigate potential copyright infringement issues and ensures access to high-quality, ethically sourced data for training their algorithms. For photographers and videographers, this emerging market presents a novel and potentially highly lucrative passive income stream, allowing them to leverage their existing portfolios of media assets along with associated metadata to generate revenue without requiring significant additional active work. The current income potential and market for licensing media for AI training are already demonstrating significant value and are poised for substantial expansion. The AI image generator market, for example, is projected to experience exponential growth in the coming years, while forecasts ranging from $0.917 billion to a staggering US dollar amount of $60.8 billion by the year 2030. This dramatic growth directly fuels the demand for vast amounts of image data to train these generative AI models. A tangible example of this market's potential is Shutterstock, which reported a remarkable $104 million USD in revenue specifically from AI content licensing in the year 2023, with projections indicating this figure could reach $250 million by 2027. Furthermore, specialized platforms like Troveo have emerged, specifically designed to connect video content owners with AI companies actively seeking exclusive video footage for training their AI algorithms. The compensation models for this nascent market are varied and can include flat fee arrangements for licensing entire data sets, per item pricing based on the number of images or the duration of video footage, or even revenue sharing agreements where the content owners receive a percentage of the profits generated by the AI application. These figures and developments clearly indicate that the market for AI training data licensing is not only currently generating substantial revenue, but also holds immense growth potential, offering a significant opportunity for photographers and videographers to tap into this rapidly expanding field. Photographers and videographers interested in exploring the opportunities within AI training data licensing have several platforms and mechanisms to consider. Major established stock media platforms such as Shutterstock and Getty Images are already actively involved in licensing their extensive content libraries for AI training purposes, recognizing the value of their vast collections in this emerging market. In addition to these established players, newer specialized platforms such as Troveo are specially focused on facilitating the licensing of video content for AI training, offering a more direct connection between content creators and AI companies. It is also possible for content owners to pursue direct licensing agreements with AI companies, particularly if they possess unique or highly specialized media assets that are in high demand. However, when considering licensing media for AI training, it is crucial for photographers and videographers to carefully consider several key factors. These include clearly defining the data usage rights granted to the AI company, ensuring robust intellectual property protection for their work, addressing any data privacy concerns related to their media, and thoroughly understanding the potential consequences of contract expiration or termination. By carefully navigating these considerations and exploring the available platforms, visual creators can strategically position themselves to benefit from this rapidly growing market segment. And I can add a note there that ProPix Canada Media has definitely seen an increase in licensing with AI partners and has seen a substantial year-over-year increase and even quarter-over-quarter increase in revenue created by the AI licensing. Now let's take a look at growth potential over the next 5 years and forecasting for the future. The stock image market is projected to maintain a steady growth trajectory over the next 5 years. Analysts predict a compound annual growth rate ranging from approximately 5.3 to 7.8% for the period between 2025 and 2029 or 2030. This growth is expected to result in a market size of approximately $7.16 billion to $10.58 billion by the years 2029 or 2030. The primary factors driving this continued expansion include the persistent and growing demand for digital content across various online platforms, and the ongoing evolution and investment in digital marketing strategies. While the projected growth is not exponential, it signifies a stable and expanding market, indicating that stock images will continue to be a reliable source of passive income for photographers in the foreseeable future. Now let's turn to stock video. The stock video market is anticipated to experience a more robust growth rate compared to the stock images over the next 5 years. Projections suggest a CAGR ranging from 7.7% to a more substantial 15.6% for the period between 2024 or 2025 and 2029 or 2030. This growth is expected to translate into a market size of US dollars of $700 million to $1.04 billion by 2029 and 2030. This is based on 2024 valuations in the range of $0.3 billion to $0.5 billion. It is important to note that these figures might appear lower due to variations in reporting methodologies and the specific market segments analyzed across different sources. The primary driver behind the strong growth in the stock video market is the increasing dominance of video as the preferred medium for online communication, marketing, and content consumption. This trend suggests that videographers who strategically invest in building a high-quality stock video portfolio are likely to see significant returns in their passive income over the coming years. The market for licensing image and video datasets for AI training is projected to exhibit the most significant growth potential for photographers and videographers in passive income arena over the next 5 years. Forecasts for the AI training dataset market indicate exceptionally high CAGRs, ranging from 18% to a whopping 35.3% for the period between 2024 or 2025 and 2029 or 2030. This rapid expansion is expected to result in a market size of $7.56 billion US to $9.58 billion US by 2029 or 2031. The key factors fueling this explosive growth are the increasing and widespread adoption of AI technologies across a multitude of industries and the corresponding and growing need for high-quality, domain-specific data to train these AI models effectively. This exceptionally high projected CAGR underscores that licensing media for AI training datasets represents a transformative shift in how visual assets are valued and monetized, offering exciting and substantial new possibilities for passive income generation for photographers and videographers alike. The valuation and acquisition, understanding the worth of your media library, is one of particular challenge for many artists as they tend to look at it from an emotional standpoint instead of a business standpoint. So the example of ProPix Canada Media and the digital library of 500,000 high-quality images and videos, along with the associated data set, serves as a compelling illustration of the significant value inherent in a well-created collection of media assets. The valuation of such digital libraries is a complex process influenced by a multitude of factors. These include the overall quality, uniqueness, and market demand for the content within the library, the specific licensing rights associated with each asset, and of course the demonstrable potential for future revenue generation, particularly in emerging and high-growth areas like AI training. Common methods for assessing the value of a media library often involve analyzing revenue multiples from comparable media companies that have been recently valued or acquired, as well as conducting a detailed assessment of the potential return on investment that the library could generate over time. Therefore, the worth of a media library extends beyond simply the number of assets it contains. It is fundamentally tied to the marketability of that content, the clarity and scope of the rights attached to it, and of course the capacity to generate income in both established and emerging markets. The media and stock library industries have shown a consistent interest in acquiring valuable digital media libraries driven by strategic goals of expanding content offerings and increasing market share. Major players in the stock media sector, such as Getty Images and Shutterstock, have a well-documented history in acquisitions as a key component of their growth strategies. The recently announced merger between these two industry giants further underscores an ongoing trend of consolidation within the stock media landscape. For these larger corporations, acquiring an existing media library can provide immediate access to substantial volume of pre-existing content, as well as potentially bringing established contributor networks and existing customer relationships. This approach can be significantly more effective and cost-efficient than attempting to organically build a comparative library from the ground up. The demonstrated interest in acquisitions within the industry suggests that a valuable media library, particularly one with a strong track record of licensing and revenue generation, could be an attractive target for potential buyout by a larger media and stock library corporation. Several key factors typically drive the acquisition interest and ultimately influence the valuation of a media library. These include a high demand for diverse and high-quality content that can appeal to a broad range of licensees, the demonstrable potential for licensing the content for new and emerging applications, most notably in the rapidly growing field of AI training, the strength and comprehensiveness of the library's metadata, which is crucial for searchability and discoverability, the clarity and management of the exclusivity and rights associated with the content, and the library's existing revenue streams and established customer base, if applicable. To maximize the potential for acquisition and to achieve a higher overall valuation, owners of media libraries should prioritize curating unique and highly sought-after content, ensuring that all licensing rights are clearly documented and managed, and optimizing their metadata to facilitate easy discovery of their assets, especially in areas that align with the needs of emerging markets such as AI. By proactively focusing on these key factors, media library owners can significantly enhance the attractiveness and value of their collections to potential acquisition or acquirers. When you're looking at building a sustainable passive income strategy, you need to finally look at this in conclusion. Photographers and videographers have access to a diverse and expanding array of opportunities to build sustainable passive income streams by strategically leveraging their existing skills and media assets. This program has highlighted several key avenues, including the well-established markets for stock photographers and videography, the growing potential of selling prints and digital products, and the value of creating educational content, the benefits of affiliate marketing, and of course the particularly promising field of licensing media for AI training. Each of these streams offer unique advantages and the potential to contribute to a well-diversified and resilient income portfolio for visual storytellers. To effectively build a successful passive income portfolio, photographers and videographers should consider implementing several actionable steps. Within the stock media markets, it is crucial to focus on producing high-quality content that aligns with the current market demands. To thoroughly research the various available platforms and select those that best suit their work, to gain a comprehensive understanding of different licensing and, of course, pricing models, and to maintain a consistent schedule for uploading new content. For those interested in the burgeoning field of AI training, exploring licensing opportunities through both established stock platforms and specialized marketplaces is recommended, along with ensuring that their media has clear usage rights and comprehensive metadata. Beyond stock media and AI licensing, visual creators should also consider the potential of creating and selling digital assets such as presets and templates, developing and marketing online courses based on their expertise, and offering prints of their best work through online stores. One of the stores that we utilize for ProPix Canada Media prints, for print on demand, framed works, t-shirts, and so forth, is fineartamerica.com. So that's one recommendation, Pexels, and many others out there. Now, additionally, exploring affiliate marketing opportunities with relevant tools and software can provide another valuable income stream. A strategic and multifaceted approach combining these various income streams and focusing on maintaining high quality and meeting market demands is essential for achieving long-term success and building a sustainable passive income portfolio. The landscape of media monetization is in a state of constant evolution, with new technology, platforms, and demands emerging regularly. To thrive in this dynamic environment, photographers and videographers must remain adaptable, continuously seek out and explore new ways to monetize their creative work. The rise of licensing media for AI training represents a particularly significant shift in how media assets are valued, offering exciting and unprecedented possibilities for generating passive income. As artificial intelligence continues to advance and permeate various industries, the demand for high-quality training data will only continue to grow. Visual creators who embrace innovation stay informed about these crucial industry trends and proactively adapt their strategies. And those are the ones that will be best positioned to capitalize on these emerging opportunities and build a more secure and flexible financial future. If you have any specific questions or comments, you're welcome to add them into the comment section here, or you can always reach out to myself, James Cousineau, at ProPix Canada Media via email at smile, S-M-I-L-E, at ProPix, P-R-O-P-I-C-S, Canada.com. So once again, you can email me directly at smile at ProPixCanada.com. If you are interested in learning more about passive income with your videography and photography, or if you're just looking at other areas of artificial intelligence and other object-oriented programming, by all means, you can reach out to us at that email as well, and we'd be happy to discuss that with you. And of course, we also are available for corporate and government consultations in the world of artificial intelligence in terms of adaptation, introduction, ethical and responsible use of AI, and also specific task-orientated AI solutions. So again, you can reach out to us via that email. Once again, I'm James Cousineau with ProPix Canada Media and ProPix TV. Thank you very much for joining us on this episode. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to keep up when we release more content of interest to you.